Could your hiccups actually be one of the signs of a serious health problem? The answer is yes. Find out what coming up.
We've all heard that driving barefoot is illegal. Is that really true? Well, coming up, we're going to learn the good and the bad of life without shoes.
Speaking of shoes, does paying more for shoes make them healthier for your feet? Dr. Oz has the answer.
A lot of us get into debt at some point in our life, but do you know how to get out of it? We're going to learn some debt don'ts, plus tell you ways that you can reestablish your credit.
Well, one way to help you get out of debt is by you winning $250. Your question is coming up.
And here's a question for you. Where am I on Delmarva? Well, you know I'm kind of not supposed to tell you, but I will give you 2 clues that will hopefully help you figure it out.
And we won the last time they visited, but they cried foul. So now they're back for a recipe challenge rematch. Today we're going to take on Whiskey and Randy from Froggy 99.9.
And we're learning what it takes to be a soap actress from one of the best, Melody Thomas Scott. Watch as she tries to get Brian to cry on command. Can she do it? You'll have to watch to find out. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
Wow, what an incredible 24 hours it has been for the folks out in Oklahoma.
It was this time yesterday as we take some of the aerial video from Moore, Oklahoma, where a horrendous tornado struck part of an entire line of thunderstorms. This was yesterday afternoon, just a little bit after 3 o'clock. And you can see the devastation and the damage through that town. Yeah,
our thoughts and prayers are definitely with all the people who were affected by it. And I just want to note, yesterday we had a story about Mike and Molly, their season finale, and it dealt with a tornado. CBS made the wise decision to pull that episode last night, so no word on when that'll happen.
They had the storms go through and kill 2 in Shawnee Sunday. And then, of course, this happened yesterday. So, yeah, that was a really wise try. I know it was a tough one, but it was a good call.
And this is your old stomping ground.
This is kind of close to home, actually. This one's been pretty tough. The Plaza Towers Elementary School that you've been hearing about was actually just a few hundred yards from a radio station that I worked at in Moore for several years. Just last week, you noticed that I was gone. This is the picture of the building. This means nothing to you, but my point is, if you were to be able to look over the top of that building, just a few hundred yards, that's where the school is located.
And you worked in that building.
And I worked in that building for several years, some great memories there. That's where I met Carol, my wife, in that building. Just last week I was in Oklahoma, visited, you may have seen this picture on Facebook, visited my son, Jason, he's there in the center, and my grandson, Austin. We finally heard from Austin last night. He's okay. The tornado actually was within a mile of his mom's home. I have not yet heard from Jason. I'm kind of okay with that because he's in the National Guard, so I'm sure he was put into duty right away to help out.
And I guess and cell service is kind of spotty.
They are cram-packed there. Apparently they've got power and they've got towers. It's just that there are so many people trying to make contact that it's just jamming all the bandwidth there. So. Looking forward to hearing some good news.
Absolutely, and our prayers are with Jason as well.
Thank you.
And moving on with our hot topics today, the ribbon cutting is Friday morning for the renovated Germantown School in Berlin. This is former Germantown School principal and teacher Elizabeth Josephine Anderson in front of the school. The renovated school opens its doors Friday as the Germantown School Community Center, celebrating nearly 100 years of Black American history.
Yeah,
wow.
huge.
The 2-room schoolhouse taught generations of Black children from the Germantown and Sinapugset communities from its opening in 1922 until it closed in 1954. Now, if you want to go, it's 10 a.m. Friday, May 24th. Also open for tours at noon, Saturday, May 25th. That's on Trapp Road off Germantown Road in Berlin.
Neat stuff there. If you haven't been there, you need to go by. You know, when the Blue Angels canceled their appearance at the Ocean City Air Show, the OC Air Show in June, everybody's like, what's going to happen? We've been promised since then there's going to be some terrific replacements, and they're coming through. What has actually happened is they've added 3 or 4 new acts now. One of them is going to be a P-51 Mustang demonstration. Take a look at this thing, huh? American long-range single-seat fighter bomber used during World War II. Also going to be 2 P-51s flying in formation. I'm sorry, wait, let me tell you first. John Klatt, he has served in the Air National Guard for over 20 years. There he is. He's thrilled millions with the ANG Extra 300. Also, as I was going to say, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation is going to have 2 P-51s in formation, and I know your husband would be
Oh my
ecstatic about
goodness.
that.
I know where he is going to be. That's June 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
In Ocean City, all kinds of stuff going
All
on there.
kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, in fact, you know, when the lottery was going on and everything, he was trying to figure out how many P-51s he could buy. So, Gull Creek Senior Living Community in Berlin is having an event, and it's for everyone. It's called Cruising the Caribbean with New Dawn. Now, New Dawn is a duo, an entertainment duo. There they are, and they're going to have all kinds of prizes to give away. You can get a $50 gift certificate to the Atlantic Hotel in Berlin, just to name a few. And they want, like I said, everybody to come to this. It's June 5th. Dinner at 6 p.m. The show is from 7 to 9 p.m. It's $20 per ticket, but you need to reserve your tickets because they've done this before and
Yeah.
it sells out fast.
Goes
so
quickly.
the number to call was right there. You could go to
Yeah.
our website.
That's what you need to do.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, many of us are familiar with the common risk factors tied to stroke. Family history, high blood pressure, smoking. But there are other risks for women you may not know about. We'll learn more about them.
Plus, many people feel like they're drowning in debt. We're going to learn a few top debt don'ts.
And if you are in debt, $250 would be a nice start to get you back on the right track. We'll have your chance to win.
And part 2 of Brian's visit to the set of The Young and the Restless. See what happens when Melanie Thomas Scott tries to get him to cry on command.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Delmarva Life will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and Mitsubishi dealers. And State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.